What's going on, people? Ben here from Bateman Talks Tottenham, back with another video of my dad Paul.
Hi.
Where today we'll be previewing the Fulham game at Craven Cottage at 5:30 tomorrow. In a game where got a couple of injuries still, with Mickey van der Ven being out, but that means that Dragusin will be given his debut.
Great.
His full debut in the Spurs shirt, which will be interesting to see. In terms of this game as a whole, how do you think it's going to pan out?
Well, as we think, Fulham are somewhat inconsistent, so we don't really know how they'll be. But the way we've been playing lately, anyone should be worried.
Yep, no, that's very true. Like you said, with their inconsistency, they beat Manchester United at Old Trafford a couple of weeks ago, but then lost 2-1 to Wolves. So it's a bit of a mixed bag for them, but on their day they can play well against a lot of teams. They gave Liverpool a couple of good games this season in the Carabao Cup, so they're always a threat on the counter-attack. So yeah, there won't be an easy game, but then there's never an easy game in the Premier League, is there?
That's right.
But Richarlison is also going to be potentially back for this game, with Anne saying that he trained, and it's a case of waiting and seeing how he holds up after training. No Mickey van der Ven confirmed, and still no Manor Solomon, which has been a long absentee, isn't it?
Yeah. Shame for him, because he was doing quite well before he got injured.
Yeah, and there's a big injury, but apparently there's still issues with him, and the medical team are looking at different ways of helping him out. So it seems like he's had quite a lot of trouble with this knee injury, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. But yeah. But,
and it would have been against his former club as well.
Yes, that's
playing
right.
for Fulham.
Yeah, whether he'd want to play against them, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he would have wanted to be fit for the game.
Yeah.
But, yeah, in terms of us, you look at last weekend, 4-0 against Aston Villa, a game that you never would have expected us to win that easily, although it wasn't an easy first half. You'd think that would give the boys confidence coming into this weekend, wouldn't you?
Yeah, Villa won 4-0 last night. So they can still play.
Ollie Watkins came off injured, which could be quite big for us in terms of the top four battle, with them not having their star striker that they've had all season, who's been their best player, really, isn't he? Yeah. In terms of the lineup for this game, we know that Mickey van der Ven won't play, so you'd expect the back four will be Porro, Romero, Dragusin and Udogie. And the midfield, well, you can't really replace any of the players that played against Villa. I think it should be the same team that played. There's no point trying to fix a...
You mean the same that started?
Yeah, the same that started. There's no point trying to fix a team that isn't broken.
So what was it exactly?
Brennan Johnson was on the left, and there's Kulusevski on the right, and then the midfield was Sarr, Pape, and Bissouma and Maddison. So I don't think there should be any changes. Let us know in the comments if you think there should be any changes to that team, but I don't think there should be.
No, I think you're right, but Richarlison probably will come on later.
Yeah. You'd think, considering he's not 100% fit, he'll probably be brought on as an impact sub later on in the game. And I think Son works better down as the 9 anyway. The only potential change you could make is Timo Werner, but I don't think it's worth dropping Johnson when he played incredibly well against Villa on that left wing. So I don't think it's worth changing him. And some of the patterns of play we had in that game against Villa were absolutely brilliant. So yeah, I think Pape could be a big player in this game. And
hopefully he's fully recovered from his back.
Well, he looked like he was against Villa. He was absolutely brilliant in that game. And we could have scored many more in that game, so I think we should be coming into this game with confidence, personally.
And hopefully we'll score a goal in the first half for a change.
Yeah, that is very true. We've been slow starters this season. But yeah, in terms of the coming weeks, this is the last game now before the international break. When we come back, we hope that players haven't got injured. The likes of players such as Pedro Porro going, or, well, James Maddison's gone as well. So quite a few players we've got going away in internationals that we don't want to come back with injuries with the Luton game. But a little bit of different news in the Champions League is that Arsenal have drawn Bayern Munich.
Yes.
So Harry Kane is going to be back playing against Arsenal, and you'd expect Harry Kane. Harry Kane always scores against Arsenal, doesn't he?
Yeah, it'd be great.
So I think Bayern are going to win that game, and Harry Kane is going to have a big say in this tie. In other news, but coming back to our game, with all that's been considered, what would you go with a score prediction?
I'm going to go 3-0.
3-0, okay.
If I'd have said 4-0 before Villa, you'd have laughed.
That is true. I definitely would have laughed. Right, I'm going to go with 3-1.
Okay.
Who do you think is going to be our goal scorers?
Son, Johnson, and let's go for a Porro.
Yep, okay. I'm going to go with Son, Maddison, I reckon, again, and Son again. All right. Well, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to look out for our match reaction tomorrow. And as always, come on you Spurs!